This guitar was from a producer for Yolka, Ivan Dorn, and others as well. Townhouses, duplexes.
Houses in Japanese style. I don't know if that's really what houses look like in Japan.
This is exactly what we wanted, high ceilings. What really appealed to us was how bright it is here. You put this cottage cheese on the stove and cook it. You can earn 90,000 baht a month with us.
As a barber.
Can I do 35? A little vanity corner?
This is the corner for filming reels.
A vision board. Here's Japan, here's Japan. How do you manage it all? Do you trade? EA?
You can't fit all your tasks on one monitor, so...
So you drive a brand new car from the dealership, an electric one for 14,000 baht a month? Today we have guests, or rather, we are guests of my friends Alyosha and Katya Komissarov. The whole island knows them. They are a young couple. Alyosha owns an entire group of companies. Today we'll find out how you can combine online and offline business in Phuket. They own and operate 2 high-end premium hair salons and a barbershop, and we're going to learn everything about the intricacies of this business. In addition, we'll see how the guys live. Hello there, dear friends. Every single subscription is very important to us. Please consider subscribing to our channel and leave some comments about what you like and who you'd like us to invite next time. And maybe there are some questions or topics that you're especially interested in hearing about. Hi.
Hi.
So let's talk about gifts.
Oh, thank you.
What's in there? Go ahead. Our favorites. Wait, let's open it first. Take a look and then you can come in. Yeah, I'm joking. It was hard to persuade you. Thank you for agreeing. Well, you really begged. You didn't want to invite me, but thank you for agreeing. Honestly, I really appreciate it. You guys are very interesting people. And I really want to show the diverse lives of the different people here on this island. And today we're going to talk about your family. Super. Let's talk about our family. So what? Come on, Dan, out of the most innovative things, it's the dishwasher. The dishwasher, we bought it. Actually, no one here has a dishwasher. You installed it yourself. No one here has a dishwasher. You know, we actually bought it back when we lived in our second apartment, yes. Because we realized, like, what is this even?
It's just awful without a dishwasher.
Now we carry it with us everywhere. And we took out an entire cabinet just to fit the dishwasher in. Of course, a water filter. I always look at those people who live in houses. Do you have a water filter? Yes, but we don't use it. I buy water.
You buy water, right?
I just don't get it. I mean, you haul all that stuff like that. So what's the point? There's a filter right there. You just change it. Here, this is from Innovations. 2 coffee machines. I don't believe in Thailand's water. Trust in filters. Oven. We're looking for houses with only an oven because, you know, you just throw it in and go.
Our first apartment didn't have an oven. That was also very...
It was a disaster. We actually thought about buying an oven separately, but we moved out of there faster. And of course, the tastiest thing that all Slavs love is cottage cheese. Do you make cottage cheese yourselves? Well, of course. Are you kidding? We make cottage cheese ourselves. Here it is being prepared. I set it up yesterday. So in 48 hours, there will be cottage cheese here. Then we put it on the stove and finish making it. Why cottage cheese? I'll explain. Because when you buy it, you don't know what the fat percentage is. And since we watch our health, we know that here, well, it's 0, right? It's fat-free cottage cheese, fat-free milk, and fat-free yogurt. And from that, you get about 0.5 to 1.5% fat. Well, this is our living room. Is that a piano? That's a grand piano? That's a grand piano. What is the difference? What is the difference between a piano and a pianoforte?
It's just a stupid name. Piano. Nobody uses it.
When we were choosing a house, we looked at a lot of Thai houses. And the problem with Thai houses is that they have a very limited number of windows. You know that? That is, either they are saving on air conditioning. Have you noticed that there are often designs with windows of this size? They're obviously preparing for a zombie apocalypse. When we found this house, where the whole living room basically has floor-to-ceiling windows, everything is glass, we were like, damn, this is exactly what we want. High ceilings, this wooden panel, yeah, all of this. What really appealed to us was how bright it is here. DJ booth.
The DJ booth is mine, but it appeared only recently.
Do you play?
Not yet. Well, I'm learning. Once we open the barbershop, I'll go learn how to play.
This guitar was given to me by a music producer. I consult people after all. A music producer happened to come to me by chance, the one who produces Yolka, Ivan Dorn, and all the others. Well, you know, with his own specific requests. And he gave me this guitar. Dear Alexey, thank you for your help, support, and warmth. Thank you. Thanks to your wisdom and experience, I'm able to become the best version of myself. Strength, strength, harmony, health. Your fan, Denis Kudryashov. He's a really cool guy, actually. We worked together just a little bit, and he immediately started to grow, really enjoyed it. And then for New Year's, he says, Lesh, I sent you a gift, and he sent me money. I thought, well, probably. I wanted to ask, is it okay to give money as a gift? There you go. He sent money. I thought, damn, I should buy something with his money that would really be associated with him, so he'd enjoy it and I'd enjoy it too. And we had one guitar left in Vladivostok since we moved to St. Petersburg. Left a guitar in St. Petersburg, we flew here and have none. Does anyone even play? Katya and I play, so we bought one with Denis's money. I asked him, please write this thing for me. He wrote it for me and I stuck it on. Now it's... You
print it out?
I showed him. He said, Lesha, it's the best gift. I'd have made you the same thing. Well, because he's a music producer, he does everything himself. A little corner of vanity.
This is the real shooting corner?
Yeah?
Yeah. This is actually the background. Our producer told us to set this up, and it's where we shoot reels.
Yeah. This is my unique patented methodology. Pride. Pride, yes. And books, too. There were a lot of books in Russia when we moved, just kilograms of them, but we couldn't take them all. When I'm too lazy to go to the gym or go for a run, when I want to have my 9th workout of the week.
And you're too lazy to go to a gym that's 3 minutes away.
Yeah, I already went today. So basically, I got myself this thing. This thing here is for jumping rope, of course, and I have a jump rope. Well, and for a kind of home gym, cool. Yeah, that's a Nintendo I see you have. And an Xbox too, right? I'm not really an expert in this. Nintendo is just awesome with kids. And when guests come over and we suggest dancing, we offered you to dance. But you didn't really react to that. But I misunderstood. Yeah, you misunderstood. So you stand in front of the TV and start dancing.
An Odessa joke that's off topic. Two Jews are sitting together and Izia says to Abram, Izia, my wife wants sex every day, but I'm not young anymore and I can't keep up. Abram replies, Izia, I told you not to marry an unattractive woman. No one will want to help you.
So guys, tell me, what kind of settlement is this anyway? What are these houses? Not houses, townhouses, duplexes.
The settlement is called mono. The houses are in Japanese style.
Supposedly.
I don't know if houses in Japan actually look like this, but they say the style is Japanese. So this is a network of settlements. There are several of them in Phuket, I think 3 or 4. I think that in many of the settlements we visited while choosing this barrier gate, they open it for anyone.
Or it's always completely open. Recently, we went to a really premium one like that.
It's just like...
There she opens 2 barrier gates, doesn't even ask, who are you for? Just drive through.
But here, you simply can't get in unless you show your documents.
How much does it cost? Is this a rental, your house?
Rental. Rental we pay, and in fact, we do an annual rental, then another annual rental.
So we are not going to take... No.
A contract, yes, an annual contract. And our house costs 50,000 baht per month.
That's a good price. Good price. Gated, that's a great price.
Here, on average, similar houses cost 55, 58, 60,000. Some, the ones with pools, cost more than 60, from 60 to 70,000.
What are some pros and cons of the community, the area? What's this area?
We like it here because of the grounds. The Kokeo area, it's close to the British school, and there are 2 big lakes nearby. And in general, the surroundings here are different, not like in Phuket, Italian style.
Wide sidewalks.
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 What about Phuket?
A wonderful, spacious, state-of-the-art gym. And especially if at some point you start going yachting often, well, here you go, the marina is nearby.
There are 2 marinas across the street.
Yes, 2 marinas, Boat Lagoon and Phuket Royal Marina.
Can you share the story of how you moved here? When, how, why?
We moved when the Cold War started. The second wave was in October.
22nd year? Yes.
Yes, that's when we moved. But we were planning to go for the upcoming winter. And we had already purchased our tickets for the winter here, right here to Phuket.
That is, we are in January when in St. Petersburg.
Firstly?
When we were still living in St. Petersburg and when the winter season began in St. Petersburg, which was usually around the month of August. And then it was already January. We realized that apparently winter wasn't ending. Katya said, that's it, it's over. It got to the point where we were seeing an immunologist, and the immunologist was telling us stories that we probably had a fungus in our lungs from living in an old building. We said, we live in a new building. He said, well then, don't leave there at all. We said, great plan. We sold the car, did this and that, and so on. We sold the car in the summer. Then all that chaos started, everyone began to scatter, and there we were, sitting with this ticket, the car already sold. We saw how people at the border were selling their cars for next to nothing. We were sitting there like, whoo, we got lucky. So we were sitting there with these tickets and decided to fly through Sri Lanka just so we wouldn't lose our ticket, you know? We were like, let's do it. We bought a ticket to Sri Lanka. And from there, we also kept the one to Phuket just in case. Now we had 2 stacks of tickets. And then at one point when tickets to Turkey were already costing like 500,000, 1 million.
1 million rubles. Seriously, you're just sitting there and a ticket to Turkey is 1 million rubles.
Aviasales shows a ticket from St. Petersburg for 100,000.
Not 100, but closer to 200.
150, something like that. I'm like, buy.
One.
The last ticket. Apparently someone returned it or it got cancelled and the ticket was left unused. I'm like, buy. And I tell Katya, my flight is in 2 or 3 hours. Like,
this was literally at 5 in the morning, just so you know. We take Danelka to kindergarten around 7, roughly speaking, but at 5, Lesha already buys a ticket. One.
I say, well, I'm off. Katya, well, okay. I packed the most important things in my suitcase, which were the ring flash, the laptop stand, and the flash stand. That was enough. Well, I grabbed some pants, something else too.
1 pair of pants, shorts, and 2 t-shirts.
Yeah, and I flew to Turkey without any cards, without anything at all. I just flew. I remember back when I was in Turkey at that time, I actually had a detailed note on my phone, like carefully tracking exactly how many days I had food for. We had our tickets ready to go.
For the winter season.
Tell me, when you arrived, what were your first impressions?
I had already been here in Phuket before. I
had not.
I knew what Phuket looked like, what it was all about. But Alyosha hadn't been, so for Alyosha it was really something totally new. And yeah, we were driving in the car and Lesha was just looking at everything like this kind of like...
Let me show you what we have here. Basically the backyard.
Listen, sorry, I see you have squirrels running around here.
Yeah, there are squirrels running around here. That's how it is. In the mornings.
When we moved in here, just moved in, there was only 1 plant, about this tall. Just 1. And now we've been living in this house for almost 2 years, and all of this has grown. And this plant here, it's actually just a little piece. It broke off from that one. We invited a gardener and he planted it.
And basically the barbecue area, we never had a barbecue before. I never liked cooking because you end up smelling and you just stand there turning things over. It's all just a hassle. And then a friend of mine was staying in this neighborhood and he says, Leha, I'm leaving, do you want a barbecue? I was like, sure, why not?
And here, these little windows plus the light from that room and also that window over there, they give a lot of space here and a lot of light.
Our bedroom, this one right here.
Cool.
Because when we first moved into this house, we quickly realized that this specific bedroom, well, we really only ever use it for sleeping. That's it, like, we don't need anything else. We need a good big closet like this one. It's great, a real closet. And a bed where you can sleep.
That is cool. Hey, what is the deal with all these monitors? Or whatever these things are? We...
Work.
Do you trade? What do you do? Please, Commissioners Consulting?
Ta-da, good job.
But why so many? What's your work?
Make work like that, it's just efficient. Because you can't fit all your tasks on 1 monitor. It's impossible.
I know you do professional consulting, but judging by all these monitors, I'm starting to wonder if you might be doing something else as well.
Well, consulting is a group of companies, Komissarov Group, and there are several areas that are involved in, including consulting. Consulting is our main focus, personnel management, automation, and all that. And for this, I need a video camera, lighting, and monitors. Here, this is a business that is officially represented all over the world. Here in Thailand, for example, we have a chain of barbershops these days.
Even consulting for barbershops, what else is there?
Look, the group of companies is called Komissarov Group, and this group acts as the management company for all the businesses. Because, for example, if you take the entire team that is currently in the group and put them all into one business, it would shut down within an hour. The expenses are just too high. When you have a number of companies and top specialists around you, like a management core, each business advances much faster, thanks to these resources. And there is a company that handles personnel recruitment, CRM implementation, automation, and AI integration. There's a company that does branding, Brand Changer, and of course, Komissarov Consulting. That's the consulting division.
I know that you also do marketing.
Yes, that's right. I'm a marketer by trade and calling.
How do you manage to do it all? I guess since you teach about systems, you must have a system yourself.
Yes, I have a system. I have my own developed methodologies and even specialized applications now, which help me keep it all together and not go crazy. Honestly, it's a lot. Now, a lot of it is offloaded onto AI. Even our meetings that we hold on Zoom, all of them are offloaded and transcribed, and tasks are set automatically. Sometimes I head to a meeting without even knowing the agenda, but I just open the dashboards minutes before, and the system shows the agreements, tasks, what's been done, and everyone's progress. All of this is in one place, kind of like a wish list. Here, there were more of my wishes, and now they are already implemented in the system, not by me.
I see. Royal Caribbean liners. Is this China?
This is Japan.
Japan is all listening.
Yes, here is Japan, here, Japan.
Does the wish map work? What do you think?
Does it work? They're goals. That is, you set goals and you realize them.
So when you have a goal, a plan appears for it. That's what makes it different from a dream.
Listen, yes, all of this,
Nothing will work if you just sit at home on your butt and do absolutely nothing.
You just meditate for no reason.
is just a matter of focus.
From what I understand, it's a wish for the future, which means it is something you plan for. Well,
It needs filling in, but we just can't seem to get around to posting it.
also, what was the most vivid thing that came true?
I can share something recent. Basically, I put a picture of a car here. I put a picture of the car on, and I was like, well, someday, it's not here yet, but what's already come true is parked by the gate. So first we got in the car, drove around, looked at all the cars we wanted. We wanted an electric one. So you picked out exactly the kind of cool cars you wanted. Were any of those cars here? As I mentioned before, I really want to get one for 250,000 to 300,000 baht. Like, that is my absolute maximum limit. I want to stay strictly within that budget, and I want it to be on a 5-year installment plan at a 0% interest rate. And so we went to the sellers and to the dealers with this specific financial offer. They said, well, no, that won't work. You need this and that and guarantees. Some time passed, and in December she wrote to me and said, well, let's try again, basically. We started the process again. She said, well, you need this and that and a guarantee. We've already been through this. Forget it. That's it. I have around 250,000 and I want an installment plan with 0 interest. So she hesitated for a while and said, listen, I can't do that, but I can give you a discount. I said, how much? She said, I can give you something like a 600,000 baht discount. I said, okay, I'll take the car with the discount, 250,000 up front and 5 years for the remaining balance. 0% interest per year. And after about 3 or 4 days, she said, all right, let's do it. And now we pay 14,000 a month. All right, Artyom, let's go. Let's go. Let's stay a bit longer. Basically,
So you get it, right? Who's the master spy here?
as they say, feel the difference in scale. I mean, objectively speaking, he needs this room much more than we do. Wouldn't you agree?
Do you not turn off the air conditioner?
Well, not right now. Well, right now because he...
Was playing.
That's cool. Listen, for a kid, this place is paradise.
This is basically his main playroom, and there's a balcony upstairs.
Anyway, go ahead and tell us, where does he study?
He studies by the window on the shade. It happened that
School or kindergarten?
School. It's a full-fledged school, but they have 2 campuses. We pay 23,000 baht per month. 23,000 baht a month. So that's about 200... How much? Well, roughly 240 per year.
We kept this storage unit with our things for a year. We were thinking about what to do there, how to handle it. So we still had some loans left there and some other things. We kept paying for all of that. So a whole year, the storage unit, all of it. And then after a year, that's it. Now Daniel is already attending an international school. He already speaks English. For him, it would be a huge step backwards, moving to some Russian kindergarten or school. So we said, okay, let's just stay here. And after a year, we started thinking about what kind of business to open here. So it would be a local business here. We started thinking about cars, basically about settling down here, making this place home.
Do you feel that you truly live here now?
Yes, of course. We live here.
Yes, I have children, 2 kids from my first marriage. Yes, they're actually coming to visit us again right now. When I went back to Russia after a year, kind of to see them, I arrived, landed in Moscow at Sheremetyevo, and they held me for questioning for 4 hours.
Yeah, so just imagine, Lesha arrives, he texts me saying, I've landed, then later, they took me away.
And
Silence.
And
Silence for 4 hours. I thought I was going to drop dead. For me, it's different, like I said. When you mention shooting, I get goosebumps,
will you come back?
right now, that's not the point. I mean, here, we're basically setting up everything, our whole life, and we have a business here now.
How much of this is about Phuket, or abroad, or Thailand? Do you have any idea where you'll be in, say, 2 years?
I really want us to move to the big city. Because for me, living here in Phuket, I'm really missing the excitement.
Everything?
That is, it's just not enough for me yet. Even though we try, to pick a neighborhood and all that, it's still not enough. I need it to be there. I want that variety of choices so I can dress up nicely more often, look good. Where
Could that really be possible?
Well, Bangkok? If we're talking about Thailand, then it's Bangkok, yes, but we're not really considering any other options.
Tell me, do you have any desire to buy something of your own?
As Katya already said, we kind of don't have any plans to live in Phuket.
Actually, right now, we don't have any plans to live anywhere permanently, but
For instance, back then there was a kindergarten in Kamala. Now we have two barbershops, one on Bolotov Avenue and another on Chelang. We've lived here successfully and can reopen the business if we want. Since I commute anyway, why go to work when you can just rent nearby?
Listen, why did you choose such a business? It doesn't seem like the easiest one to me.
It's not the easiest business. Yeah, we definitely didn't pick the easiest business to do. Really, I watched a vlog, looked at several different businesses, and saw that this is an unoccupied segment. Well, it really is unoccupied. It's open now. We just need to show people that you can build an academy here, like we're doing now. You can train Thai staff to cut hair. You can do it legally because there are barbers here who come to your home. All this shady stuff, I don't even consider them businesses. It's just self-employment. Yes, I'm building a real business. That's why our goal is to get to at least 3 to 5 barbershops, because that's when the whole business model starts to make sense. 1 is not needed at all, 2 are not needed at all. 1
is only relevant if you are a barber
or an administrator.
or if you're admin yourself.
You're standing there tinkering, working daily. I'm an entrepreneur, that's not for me.
It is about your barber, the one you offered a salary to.
They need as much money as they need. You won't be earning a 40% cut or even 50% from a haircut, but 30%. And then he says, I want 40%. I said, buddy, you have to understand that our haircut costs 1,000 baht and yours is 200. And 30% of 1,000 baht is 300 baht. 50% of 200 baht is 100 baht. So you're earning 3 times more per head with us. And he goes, well, no, I need 50 baht. I'm telling you, in our barbershop, you can earn, like I told the other guy, 89,000 baht. That is 90,000 baht a month. You can earn that working with us.
As a barber?
Working as a barber, he actually asks me, is 35,000 baht possible? And I tell him, well, you can make 35, or you can even make 90,000.
But 35 for sure?
He says, well, 35. I ask, why 35? Well, I got curious, and he goes, well, I have an apartment, a bike, my mom, I need to send her money, and these are my expenses. I need 35, he says. All right, you'll get 35. He goes, phew, awesome.
The big question that deeply interests everyone who is already there and everyone thinking about moving, just how much money do you need each month to live comfortably here?
How well do you want to live?
Well, come on, how much do you spend? I think Lesha has everything calculated down to the last penny.
Just the opposite.
The opposite.
You stopped? Me?
Stopped what?
He never did it in the first place.
I give all my money to Katya.
Awesome. That's actually the Thai system. Notice that in restaurants, the bill is most often brought to the woman. Among Thais, it's just assumed that the man has already given his money to the woman, so the bill goes to her. How much money does a family spend per month?
The base is the house, as mentioned, 50,000 baht. For electricity, including the electric car, we average 5 to 5.5 thousand baht. Also, it's a hot month.
So,
During the rainy season, it'll be about 1,000 less. Water isn't really worth counting. How much is it? 100 to 150 baht. We order groceries from Macro once a week, on average 3,500 baht. Plus, during the week, we buy some extra things, like eggs sometimes. Well,
that's 15,070.
that's how it is on average.
Well, again, let's put it this way. We buy our salmon at Macro.
We buy salmon,
That is really good.
items.
Yes?
It's not like, so it's really a good basket.
But we use a lot. We spend a lot on milk. We make cottage cheese. We always have some kind of dairy thing going on.
Well, we spend about 10 to 12 hours.
Liters of milk per week. 70,000, what else?
70,000, what else? Well, school. For the child, that's about 20.
Way back in the year 2090.
30, medicine, pharmacy and such, like 5 to 10,000 baht a month if you get sick.
Insurance. I think in Thailand, it's definitely worth having 10.
The number 10. Right here.
That is 10,000 baht for 3 people per month. Oh, and that's it. For us, roughly speaking, honestly, a young couple can live here. Yes, if you buy an apartment here or a 1-bedroom or even a studio, there are actually decent studios here. Absolutely. Then you can live within 100,000, I think, quite easily.
Since you mentioned buying an air conditioning, generally speaking, is it worth buying real estate here?
Considering that I have worked as a consultant for several real estate agencies, and we can clearly see Katya has also consulted for them. We see the demand, so it's simple. Like, people are actually out there doing it. Well, you can say it and I won't? Well, okay.
No, 100%. That is, if we're talking about investments, for example, then it's 1,000%, I think. It's a solid asset. You just need to deal with developers because, for example, some friends of ours visited us recently and they buy in Russia, they have several apartments, and they ask, why don't you buy, for example, in Phuket? Well, that's interesting. And they say, we have friends who bought from bad developers and got burned.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Friends, thank you for watching until the end. It means a lot to us. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and like the video. And most importantly, please write in the comments below who you would like us to invite next time. And let us know which questions we covered that you found either pressing or just particularly interesting.